Siren Head is a creature that has become very popular amongst SCP fans in the past few months, and for good reason. The entity is mysterious and very creepy, just like the vast majority of the anomalies in the SCP wiki. And although Siren Head isn't an SCP entry, we find it interesting enough to explore it in a video of ours. In this SCP exploration episode, we explore Siren Head's origin. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and if this video gets 1000 likes, we will make a part 2 where we explore how the Siren Head can be contained by the SCP Foundation. Before we start theorizing where Siren Head comes from, we need to quickly remind ourselves what the entity really is. Siren Head is a mysterious 40-foot or 12-meter tall creature of emaciated appearance. The creature's skin appears similar to rusted metal, but is in fact dried and mummified skin. In the place of a head, the creature usually has a pair of speakers or sirens, though some witnesses claim to have seen different head arrangements, including a higher number of sirens, a telephone pole, and others. This leaves us wondering whether the creature can change its head device at will, in order to blend in with the environment better, for example, or if an entire species of such monsters exist which are all slightly different from one another. Wires can be seen pressed against the creature's abdomen and chest, which more than likely connect to the monster's current head arrangement. Siren Head's hands are out of proportion with the rest of its body, being almost as long as the body itself. The creature's speakers, which are fused with the rest of the body, usually play strange music or snippets of conversation, or white noise while the creature sleeps. Siren Head has no conventional mouth due to the lack of a head, but when broadcasting on a specific radio frequency, a tongue and a set of teeth can be seen in each speaker, which are more than likely used during feeding. Siren Head is a very skilled predator and uses its speakers to deceive its prey, usually employing distressed human voices and distracting ambient sounds. Once in range, it most often uses its sirens to rupture its victims' eardrums by playing loud noises. All of the Siren Head's victims used to disappear, which implied that the creature devoured them using the teeth in its sirens, but it is also possible that the monster made them disappear from thin air. A recent encounter had a different outcome, however, as all victims were left alive with bursted eardrums, implying that Siren Head may have also begun killing for sport. So now that we are familiar with Siren Head's detailed description, we can begin theorizing. A good starting point of our Siren Head origin exploration would be all the facts that we know the creature's original creator, Trevor Henderson, has stated. Trevor has posted an artistic concept of Siren Head's anatomy and has stated that he likes the idea that Siren Head's body is stuffed full of loose cassette tapes and tape recorders, connected by organic fibers and veins. This would also explain how the creature stores and plays these sounds and where all the wires on its chest are leading into. And although it is commonly believed that Siren Head is just one entity from an entire species of similar monsters, Trevor has publicly denied this on his Tumblr, so we will assume that there is only one such creature. The first reported sighting was in the year 1966, but cave paintings have been discovered to depict a creature identical to the Siren Head's appearance, which leads us to believe that Siren Head is in fact ancient in origin. These cave paintings depict Siren Head battling our ancestors, and the monster is once again immensely tall and possesses speakers instead of a head, implying that Siren Head hasn't grown or changed all that much in the past. This means that the creature isn't of human origin, as such an anomalous mutation would require a lot of time, and Siren Head hasn't changed at all for tens of thousands of years. And not to mention that the creature is 40 feet or 12 meters tall, more than 7 times that of an average human. If the creature first appeared a few years ago, we could very well say that it could have been created by humans as an abstract art project, similar to the way SCP-173 was created by Are We Cool Yet, which we explored in detail in this video. or that it is just an ordinary anomaly, of which many exist today. But the fact that Siren Head is an ancient creature raises a very important question. How did Siren Head have speakers on its head 40,000 years ago, when such technology didn't even exist back then? This leaves us with all but one possibility, that the creature is alien in origin. This would explain how a monster that much different from the rest of the world, that is also made using technology that isn't to be invented in the next thousands of years, somehow magically appears on our planet, 40,000 years before the SCP agency is founded, and before other anomalies even appear. We don't know if Siren Head was deliberately sent to us by an alien civilization, or that this happened on accident, but one thing is certain, the creature wasn't created right here on Earth. Who knows, maybe the alien's entire species looks just like Siren Head, and the creature is simply an explorer that is sent here to record audio tapes of us and our world and send them back to be studied. Or maybe it is a creature specifically designed and created for the purpose of this mission. Either way, the fact that most of the Siren Head encounters find place in rural towns and wooden areas would appear consistent with this explanation, as the creature wants to get to know us as a species, but cannot afford to get killed or captured. It would also more than likely need to eat and sleep, due to the fact that the alien creature would be a non-anomalous organism, which we already know it does. However, the fact that Siren Head is to be seen in ancient cave paintings makes us wonder why the alien explorer has been left on our planet for such a long period of time. 40,000 years is quite a lot of time to explore such a small planet on foot and gather a few recordings of Earth and us humans, after all. But to be perfectly honest, we don't know what the alien civilization's perception of time is, and they could very well perceive 40,000 years as a few of their days. Furthermore, if the aliens can't bring back their explorer home, then this would also explain why Siren Head has recently begun attacking people without consuming them, for a sport. Just imagine being sent out to a different galaxy where your mission is to record a different life form for scientific purposes. So far away from home, with no means of returning, one could most definitely go crazy and begin attacking and killing the aliens out of pure pleasure. Either way, despite being 40 feet or 12 meters tall, there is only one Siren Head, and now there are more than 7.8 billion people on the planet. Not to mention that our human technology has caught up to the Siren Head, and now we not only have speakers, but many other advanced pieces of technology, both anomalous and non-anomalous, which we can use to capture it or terminate it. With the constantly rising human population, there are less and less unpopulated areas that the Siren Head can dwell in, and sooner or later, the creature will find itself in a city. But how such an encounter would look like, and if the SCP Foundation would manage to contain the dangerous and creepy Siren Head, are things that we will explore in part 2 of this video. In the meantime, let's just hope that the aliens don't decide they want to conquer our world and begin sending tens, if not hundreds or thousands of Siren Heads over to our planet. This concludes our Siren Head origin video. So what do you think? Is the creature of alien origin, and was it really sent over for scientific purposes alone? Are the aliens going to send more Siren Heads over to us in an attempt to eliminate our civilization? Let us know in the comments below. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you enjoy this type of content. And if this video gets 1,000 likes, we will make part 2 where we explore how the Siren Head can be contained by the SCP Foundation. And as always, we will see you in the next video.